So, vacation day 5. Just chilling like a villain. And, I'm not really expecting anybody to come in. After all, it's Tuesday, middle of the day. Tuesday during the middle of the day. And, um, well, it just is what it is. And let's see here. Let me post the link and I'll pin it. Like always, just in case anybody shows up and wants to come up. And oh, hey, Bud Files. Wow, that was quick. I mean, I don't think she's here right now. But, well, yes, she is. How you doing, Bud Files? If you get a wild hair, you're welcome to come up. Or maybe that's mine showing up. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I figured I'd do something. So, let's see. I could do a mail call, although I got a new way of doing mail calls I'm trying to focus on. And this don't, doing it live stream. Don't, of course. In fact, I may do it in. Got a mail call right here. It's the last one, and it's the only thing that's right now. I'll be up to date if I open it. Why not? Let's do a mail call. I can always trim this section and put it on its own video. All right. And it actually got to me. Then I'll be way ahead of Devil Dog. What time is it? It's not even 9 o'clock. I woke up way too early today. Normally I don't get up till about 10:30. Oh, then that's cool. I may have to turn off my green screen so y'all can see this. Let's see. Hang on. Let me get to the right. To the right camera. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Hey, Jerry, what you doing, brother? Morning. Yeah, it is mighty early in the morning. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have to do all that. All I have to do is do that. Freedom Redbird. That's from Miss Brenda. Very cool. And I am up to date. Just got up, me too, just a little bit ago. But I've had time to have a cup of coffee. And if y'all are not familiar with Miss Brenda, Freedom Redbird, you ought to be. So I will put her link in the, when I do the mail call, I will go through and put that up. So working on mine on your mail call, hey, I get it. Fact is that that was like 4 days. I think it's 4 days sooner or more recent than Devil Dogs. But see, the funny thing is with doing that one, oh, no coffee yet. I'm not sure I can get up and do this without any coffee. Coffee tends to wake me up a little bit. And got an idea though. Let's play some music. Now, granted, it's gonna be Let's see. Let me close that. Working on your coffee. I don't blame you. Let's see. Let's play some music. I just got to get to the right spot because we all know, on YouTube, you got to play the right music. Otherwise, you get into trouble. Let's see here. Now, these are some that I've got starred, so I kind of like the music and stuff I'd probably listen to anyhow. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to, let's see here, share the screen. A particular one, audio library right there. I am supposedly this will be sharing the music, although y'all probably don't care much about that. But I will go through and do it this way. So if somebody wants to look at it, they can. Need to ask me what I think about the live yesterday? I thought it was fine. I thought it was interesting that your wife's scared of snakes. Was it you that was scared of spiders? There was something before that, although I'm drawing a blank on what it was. I was watching for a little while. I was not able to talk because I was driving. Oh, Robert. Okay. I was driving and listening. I had it running because it was on my phone, but I couldn't stop and type. And now I'm sitting here. Let's play some music. I'll probably down a little bit. That way y'all can hear me. I hope you can hear me. Good morning, Dave. How you doing, Donna? You're welcome to come up. Love to see you. Are you at work today? I gotta let Otis in. He's barking. Yes, he has me better trained than I have. Try to save me. I feel alive. My world is faster and faster. The tears and the laughter. I'm here for the ride. Yes, I'm an emotional mess. Oh, goodness. Got my foot trapped in something. Okay, cool. I look forward to it. Panchuco, good to see you, brother. Hey, I'm on vacation. It's day 5. And, I figured I might as well. It's funny. I don't even know why I'm working on Watch Out. I did look, and none of the folks I mainly hang out with, really any folks that I hang out with, was live or anything. So, thought I'd go live. Might as well be someplace people could, come in, sit down, pull up a chair, have a cup of coffee, and relax. I like this music. I mean, this is Emotional Mess. It's R&B and soul. Mood is funky, and artist is Amy Lynn and and the Honeyman, I think. It's just, I went through and I spent a lot of time, looking at these different songs, as potential. And I started the ones that I like, kind of like, that I think would go pretty well with, uh, pretty good, maybe with a video or something. But they're all ones that are, there's no charge for in trying to do, in using the videos. So if somebody wanted to use them, that way it's available. And, anyhow, I thought it'd be fun to play them. I kind of like listening to music when I'm, you know, just hanging out. After all, I'm not watching TV at the moment. So, and what I may do just for a little bit of fun is, as I go through here, I think I'll go through and maybe change up the camera angle a little bit here and there. Maybe I should do a video on the different songs that I like. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. And heart is broken because I did all the figuring I could with Terry's photo to go on the cruise, but I can just do the monthly, no matter how much. I just can't. I assume that's can't do the monthly. I understand. Oh, wait a minute. That don't look right. Why is my face back behind there? Seems like that would be on top of that. Oh, wait a minute. I got to pull all the way to the side. There we go. That's a little better. Well, I've never been on a cruise. That is a bummer. Tammy don't like the water. She can't swim. She don't like planes. I wouldn't go on something that I don't think she could. Well, I might. Not hard, Terry. So Terry could go. Anyhow, that would be interesting to do. Hey, Randy, you're welcome to come up too. Obviously, we got open, and for that matter, if you wanted to co-stream, you could as well. It's funny because I like getting the hours. It always feels good to have. I feel awesome. I'm very thankful that we got all these folks. Bet your sweet patootie. I love that word. But I don't know why I care about the hours. I'd like to have it to where I could go live. I could go be monetized if I wanted, but I really don't want to be monetized. At least not on this channel. So, anyhow, people saying hello, and maybe I can't bring up another thing. I'd like to go through and show some stuff, but I can't do that and run the music at the same time. I guess I could pause the music. Randy, you missed my live last night. Is that a question or a statement? Make it a weekly thing. That's a good thing to have some direction to, for me. I mean, at least that's a good idea. Having anytime, I hate meetings. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for coming in, Panchuka. Good to see you, brother. In fact, if you would, go ahead and type a 29. If you don't mind, put a 29 in the chat so that folks can go through and hook up with your channel. Okay. Let me well, I don't think you thought I was there, but I was. So Just checked. I was unsubbed you. That's why I didn't get notified. Oh, wow. You know, at one point, Nicole Chafe was actually subscribed to me. And she was actually a member of my channel at the time. And they unsubbed her like 7 times in 1 week. Hey, it happens. Unfortunately. I probably ought to get this camera angle. Now that look. Let's see here. Let's see. There we go. That's a little better, maybe. All right. YouTube, yeah, we all, I mean, that happens to all of us. We have a tendency to go through and from time to time get unsubbed from folks. Even, you know, a lot of times it's even folks that you go through, and a lot of times it's even folks that, you know, you're going to their channel all the time. So that reminds me, I need to look and see if I've on my other channel if I've already made that mail call public. And let me see. Let me go to the studio. I need to make something public today. All right, here we go. I'm gonna make public I will make public my mail call with Shirley, just doing our best. Hey, it's a long one. Mostly it's just folks, you know, sitting around talking, me and Shirley and Devil Dog and Des. But, you know, hey, babe. I don't know what. Maybe just kind of in the background. You know, it's a shame you can't go through, and it's a shame you can't go through and make that where you can kind of hide the screen and still share the music. I don't know if there's a way to do it or not. I guess if I was a little bit more creative, maybe I'd be able to think of something like that. I don't know. What do y'all think? Y'all like the different angles? Oh, you're going live at 10? Okay. Hey, then it's a good thing I went ahead and went live so I can go through and cut it off. I just didn't see anybody live at that time. And I'd be glad to shut it down. Come over, say hello, sit in the chat, talk, chat, whatever. I'm just, you know, I didn't see anybody live. Good morning, Luke Baker. Good to see you, brother. And, you know, if you ever want to come up and play, you'd be welcome. It's always good to see you. You know, I love music. In fact, that's what I'm playing now. It's a little different, you know, and it's the free stuff from. It's the free stuff from. No, that ain't doing what I was thinking it was doing. She's having a hard time. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I've been kind of absent lately. Hey, Happy Gardner, good to see you. The you know, I think most people do like music. Sometimes, some tunes kind of take you back to your childhood or another time and place when you're having fun. It's often, if you ask me, um, in fact, I was watching a thing last night. What was it on? Fringe, and they, it was all about this kid who got into a wreck, and when he came, well, that wasn't the focus of it. It was on Fringe, but and the kid got kidnapped. But you know, one of the characters on that thing, well, I'm on like episode 7 or 8 of it right now, and the music has mathematical equations as well, and so there's a correlation there between the two. And there was something he was trying to figure out. Anyhow, um, they kidnapped him, wasn't going to let him go. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. I ain't even hit. I ain't ate. Hadn't eaten a hot pepper today. A lot of times that gives me hiccups. Um, I did go and wash my hats yesterday. Well, see the beauty about being a full grown adult, you know, with you can go where you want to. You just won't take somebody to take the responsibility of where you're making decisions off your head. I expect maybe. Oh, by the way, I didn't. I don't think I showed all these yesterday. Yeah, babe. No, I did not. You talked about the ones in the cabinet on the left when you go in. I noticed there are some Ritz crackers on the first or second, thing. I think they're behind the peanut butter, probably. Another 29, baby, 29. So, I could go through and just do a video with all my different hats. It's been here a little while on all these different hats, and this one is obviously a Kevin Harvick hat back when he was driving for Richard Childress Racing. There we go. Oh, I got several 29 hats. That's where I got the number from, Kevin Harvick. Um, yeah, I know. And I probably ought to be watching more of the racing just because it's his last year. And, he was my driver. I just kind of gave up sports. And fact is, well, let's see here. I know y'all think that this hat is the same as this hat. And it's close. Same basic design, what have you. But why not just go ahead and put it on to different time? Although, hey, where's the fun of wearing something that's the same as something you've already done? This needs a lint brush roll up put over it. Y'all may or may not be familiar with Sirius Satellite Radio at Tommy's Live. Okay. Hey, I'm always thinking about different things. Let's see, where is it say Sirius? There it is on the back. Sirius Satellite Radio. I think I got this back when they launched. I think they've joined forces with Richard. It was Richard Petty at the time. Yeah. Well, I used to watch at the time when I started watching. I was working for Home Depot, and people were always saying I should watch Smoke race, but it always put me to sleep. But hey, starting to smoke some ribs at the same time, that was, that way I got to involve, food, and that kept me awake a lot longer. In about 40 minutes, we'll be shutting down so we can all go over and watch Shirley, and Jerry's going to be in there too. Give me down the road, yeah. Sirius Radio. I was there the day they sold the very first Sirius satellite radio, and I probably already told them. Happy Labor Day to all. I agree with you. Although that was yesterday, and still, you'd think it'd be, it's the same sentiment today. But I got a story about Sirius satellite radio. Day after, that's all right. I got a story about Sirius satellite radio. I probably already told the story, but I'll go through, I guess. Y'all ever had a day where you had such high expectations of the day, and the day just ended up letting you down, or something happened that just ruined the day, and it's hard to get back on, once that happens. Oh, I like that. Take me back. It's hot. Hey, D. Good to see you.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I ever tell you about the Sirius satellite radio launch?
Mm-mm.
I don't know if XM was out first or Sirius was out first. At one time, they were separate companies.
Be right back.
Okay, cool. But I understand. I guess I've kind of woke up. For some reason, I woke up early today. It's highly unusual for me to be up this early. Normally, I don't get up for another hour and 7 minutes, something like that. But in fact, I could look up. Let me go through and look it up. That won't take but a second. When was the first Sirius satellite radio sold? February the 14th, 2002. Sirius Sirius launched the initial phase of its services in 4 cities, with the first receiver sold at Cowboy Maloney's in Jackson, Mississippi on February the 14th, 2002, expanding to the rest of the contiguous United States on July 1st, 2010. So, XM was first. That sounds right. But we had a huge launch on. Let me change this. Shut up. I worked at Cowboy Maloney's when that first, and I expect that's when I got this hat on February the 14th. But they brought in. They had a NASCAR race team at that time. And they brought in the car. The car was there. We had like one of those Bose radios. Those would be cool. I think I've got a picture if I can find it somewhere around here. I don't know where I put it. I was looking at the other day. Randy Travis was there. The day of the signing. In fact, he was in there signing autographs, and we had, they gave us these jumpsuits, like the ones the car, the team wears
Mhm.
out there on the track. Um, and so, we had those on, and had the night before they had a big party, and they brought in some folks like, I don't know if it was Lester Flatt or Earl Scruggs, um, and they had Tom T. Hall, and had all these different old time rock, old time country musicians come in, and so I went to a party on February the 13th, and they had an open bar, and these all these big wigs was around, and it was just it was one of those things that the big companies throw when something special's going on. Anyhow, so I went to this thing, and I had I had a few drinks, and I got me two beers to take home with me. I know we're supposed to whatever it was supposed to be, just while you're there. Once my signature, send you one. Hey, Randy, I'll take one of them. Just send it to me on a check down on the bottom.
That's quick thinking.
The anyhow, so we went to this party, and I took these two Heinekens home with me, and I set them in the refrigerator. And there was, I was still married to Tammy. I've been married to her since 1988, and had her uncle was feeling pretty sick. He had, I think it was Crohn's disease, and had, part of his intestines were um, rotten out, I guess, for lack of a better word. And so he stayed with us. We let him stay with us because, and it was just us at the house. Anyhow, so, uh, I'm not a big drinker. Every now and then I'll drink, but it doesn't have. In fact, these days, about the only time I tend to have any imbibe is when I'm on one of these live streams for some reason. Anyhow, so we went through, and um, hey, I had those, and I was working, going back and forth to work at Cowboy Maloney's, and a little bit of time went by. It was probably a month, um, and I still had and I was just waiting. That was in February. It was kind of cool at that time, I think, but I was waiting for just the perfect day to sit down and enjoy these two Heinekens. And so I went and worked, and each day would pass, and it never struck me as as a perfect day. It's just another day. So I went through, and eventually, like a month and a half later, when the weather was perfect, wasn't too cold.
Can you? Yeah, I'm out.
It had just become the perfect day. For those who would pray, Lucky Dog Lure, she had another heart attack. Oh wow! I'll send some prayers up for him, Randy. But so when I got up that day, it was cool and crisp, but it wasn't real cold, and things had warmed up a little bit, and so I sat down, and I went to work thinking, well, tonight's the night. I don't have to work too late. Tonight's the night I'm going to go through, and I'm going to drink these Heinekens. So I'm telling the story serious. If you want, you can get me another cup of coffee, babe. I need to get in touch with Wyatt, see when Abby's working.
There was a attempted murder suicide. That's possible.
Really?
Hey, Tammy.
Wow.
Nikki, come
D
on.
said, "Hey, Tammy."
Who?
D.
Oh, hey, dude.
Anyhow, so we went through, And I went that entire day thinking about those two Heinekens that was in my refrigerator.
What are you talking about?
Yes, I'm talking about it's over yonder. Um, the the day gets drinking a Monster Cafe latte coffee. Cool. Well, I get home. Like a month before, I had set these two glass mugs in the freezer.
Ooh,
You ever had a drink out of a frozen, ice cold mug?
yeah. It's
You
just
know,
like drinking a nice frosty top root beer out of a nice frosty mug.
hey, it's funny you should mention that. Over at Ward's here in Mississippi, they have, you can go up there and they make their own root beer, and it's the best root beer around. And they keep these mugs in the freezer so that you order when you order a drink, you can get them in in this ice cold mug. And sometimes I go by there just to get me one of those chili cheeseburgers and a root beer. And but anyhow, that just adds to the thing, an ice cold mug and a beer. So I get home and I like I said, I'd been thinking about drinking these two Heinekens, and which ain't a whole lot, but it's something. It was to kind of relive the event, uh, relive the party, and Java Monster Cold. So, and I go out on the back porch. I mean, you don't want to sit in the living room, you know. So I go out on the back porch, and we had a pretty good sized back porch, but there was pine trees all over the place. So I sat there and I cleaned off the table that we had back there, and had I swept the entire porch. Think about it. I swept the entire porch. I broke out the tiki torches, made sure that the tiki torches were filled with, tiki torch uh, citronella oil. And so, that stuff that you burn in them, keep
Hmm.
the mosquitoes away and what have you, just in case, But they were on the corners of the porch. I lit the tiki torches. You know, I went through and I was getting everything ready. So I went to the refrigerator, got out these two Heinekens. You know, Technically, I think I got one out and brought out an ice cold mug. Yes, I do know how to use a broom, and not for flying. I don't know how to fly a broom. Anyhow, so we, I sit there, pop the top, and when you pop the top on a beer, there's a kind of a release, is because of the pressure, and you hear a little pop. I didn't hear that. Instead, you just heard the clink, clink, clink of the lid on the countertop. I said sounds weird,
That
and I
sounds
took
flat.
well, you might think so, but then I poured it, and there's no head whatsoever, and it's clear. Yeah, it was clear. I says, well, maybe something weird happened to this one. So I went and got the second. I got the second mug out, and the second beer, and then I did the same thing, clink, clink, clink. No pop. I poured it, no head. Yes, it was water. Exactly, Randy. My wife's uncle had gone through, drank the beer, and replaced it with
Um,
water. I was so upset at that time. I was inconsolable. Hey, Peter, good to see you.
Hi, Peter.
Old Man King Homestead.
Hope you're well today.
Tammy offered to go buy me, more Heineken. Getting ready to go to PT. physical therapy. I thought you were going to do a live stream with Shirley, Jerry. Okay. Well, I'll be looking for her to go live in about 20 minutes. Anyhow, she offered to go. Oh, okay. Randy is. I don't know why I was thinking that was Jerry. My bad. Sorry about that. But anyhow, I tell you what, it was a good thing he wasn't around that day. No, I think I would have thrown him out. I didn't see him till he'd be back around 12. Well, I'll look for you around 12. I don't know where I'll be. I doubt I'll be live streaming at that time. But needless to say, I was upset. But that is my Heineken or Sirius satellite radio story. And so
I know when I went to Talladega Raceway, Sirius was there. And if I'm not mistaken, at that time, they were relatively new. Because, I mean, This was a while back. And I had went to the race with Wayne Supply. Well, they, of course, everything was provided. And they had, let's see, I took my daughter with me instead of Terry. Terry didn't want to go. And it was an October race, I believe, because at that time, September, October, it was still hotter than fire. I burned up. And Terry wanted to go over to the Sirius XM thing, in the fan area.
Mm-hmm.
So we went over there, and she had won a hat. Well, this guy was drunk in front of us, and he said, "I tell you what, I've got 2 tickets, and I'll trade you these 2 tickets for a hat." And I said, "Terry, it's up to you, but you can sell them tickets. You can't sell them for more than what they're worth, but you can sell the tickets."
Yeah.
So she traded him, and I took her out, to where, everybody was at. And I said, "All you got to do is stand right here on this curb."
Uh-huh.
I mean, we were inside, but I said, "All you got to do is stand right here on this curb and just hold them 2 tickets to show, like this, to show you've got 2. And somebody will come up and ask you if you want them or you want to sell them." And sure enough, about 10 minutes later, somebody came up and they wanted to know if I wanted to sell them. And she said yes. And I think they were $80 a piece, and she sold them for $50 a piece and made $100 on a hat.
Oh, sweet.
But it was fun.
That is fun. Have you ever heard of them people trying to buy a house with a pencil or something like that? What they do is they go through and they trade. They start with a pencil and try and trade that for something different.
Yeah.
Then
Trade up. You keep trading up.
Trade up.
Yep.
To me, that seems like an interesting.
Done that with cars. And P-Digits, it doesn't. I wished it did, but it don't. I just sold a 55 Chevy that had an 8-track in it. And I had to buy a CCR cassette or tape, 8-track tape for Terry.
What was the 8-track?
CCR.
Cassette.
CCR. It was an 8-track.
Oh, 8-track. Was that? Did you had to buy the 8-track player or the 8-track?
No, the player was in the car.
So which one did you buy? I mean, who was it?
CCR. Creedence Clearwater Revival.
That is awesome.
Why he wanted that particular one, but I did, and as soon as I got it in, he sold it.
Hey, love some CCR.
I love CCR.
A lot of folks don't know who CCR is. Well, the folks in our generation do.
Yeah.
You know, some of these newer, some of these young, I get tickled every now and then by watching some of these videos about, and I don't know. I mean, it makes sense. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff we don't know that folks from, the previous generation was aware of. My grandparents lived through the Depression. They were born around 1912.
Mm-hmm.
So when 1929, hit and the Depression hit, they went through quite an ordeal. I think that, yes, I agree. CCR was awesome. But my grandmother and grandfather, John Fogerty, unless was it CCR, John Fogerty that was sued for sounding like himself. You heard about that, didn't you?
No.
Yeah.
But in John Fogerty, the one that just got all of his catalog back, he won his catalog back in a court battle.
He may have.
The ones that he had written. I'm thinking that's who it was.
It may be. Let's see. John Fogerty later explained they filed a lawsuit claiming that the latter was a ripoff of the former, alleging that the old man down the road was just run through the jungle with different words. The lawsuit went straight to federal court for copyright infringement. He left CCR, or maybe, I don't know if he was at Three Dog Night and then went to CCR or CCR to Three Dog Night or whatever. But, he was sued by one company, because he sounded like himself. Basically, that's what it was. He had used his own music, and I thought that was really kind of strange.
Was it that he used the song to write another song, that it was that similar? Or was it his voice?
It was similar. I don't know. But he was sued for using his own music.
Yeah.
That just struck me as being kind of silly. But people get a little, uptight about things. I expect companies are no different. All these lawsuits, one way or another.
Yeah, Peter just said CCR sued John Fogerty, but I think.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to look at that, but I think that he had written a bunch of songs while he was with CCR, and he wanted his songs, the rights to his songs back because he couldn't, and I think that he finally won the rights to his songs back, but it was just here probably within the last year or so.
Well, this lawsuit that I'm talking about was back. When was that? It was quite a few years ago. Well, this was 2000. This statement was from 2016. It's quite a few years ago. I heard about it. Let's see. I know what I'm. Let me look up over on Shirley's. I don't see anything. I don't see anything scheduled. Maybe I'm just looking at the wrong one or something. Maybe it's a different shirt. Hey, Tiffany. I'm just, kind of chilling on my vacation.
I'm here. I'm gonna look here.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Hang on one second.
No, it's okay.
It's it's starting to warm up here, and so I need to cut on my fan. And the
Yeah.
round.
Go ahead.
What's that?
In 2000, let's see here, in January of last year, he, let's see, following a 50-year legal battle, the founding member of CCR now owns the global publishing rights to the iconic rock band's songs. It came after Mr. Fogerty 77 bought a majority stake in the rights to the band's catalog from Concord Records, which has owned the rights since 2004. As of January this year, I own my own songs again, he wrote.
Cool.
So I guess all the songs that he wrote with CCR, he couldn't do anything with until he won this 50-year battle.
You probably know this, but there may be somebody out there that doesn't. Do you know what Three Dog Night, where the name comes from?
Let's see here. I did know. But I can't think right now.
Well, I think it comes from Alaska or up north anyhow. I'm pretty sure it's Alaska. In Alaska, it can get, it gets cold at night. Sometimes it's a 1-dog night. Sometimes, if it gets, really cold, it's a 2-dog night.
Yep.
And if it just gets crazy cold, it's a 3-dog night. And that just means you have 1 dog come in and sleep with you, or 2 dogs, or 3 dogs. So 3-dog night is referring to a really, really cold night. So,
I don't know why I couldn't remember that. I think it's age.
it's funny because sometimes the only thing I can remember is old stuff. Can't remember what I had for lunch yesterday.
Yep.
But, I do recall, little things like that. I don't know why. I went and washed all my hats yesterday. And, some of them I still need to use a lint brush or something on. Yeah, babe. Can it wait about 8 minutes? All right.
Thank you.
Randy, was that, just curious, was that, you said Shirley, that was just doing our best, Shirley, right? I'm assuming. I'm looking at her page. I'm just not seeing anything scheduled. Well, wait a minute. No, that ain't it. I don't see it. Hey, I did have Shirley up the other day. In fact, I just released that mail call from Shirley. I was not too long ago, I guess last Friday, first day of my vacation. After Tammy got off work, we went through and rearranged this whole room. Most everything, there's a few things that are still where they were, but about half the room has been shifted around. This desk used to be at a 90-degree angle to where it's at and up against the wall. But I've kind of moved the desk out where it's kind of facing the center of the room. That's why I'm able to put the camera, as the green screen has been up against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've gone through, and now I can have the camera right in front of me and still have the green screen on there.
Cool.
And so, in fact, I've still got, let's see here.
I had good intentions of getting in my room and trying to get it straightened up over the weekend. But I swear all I did was cook. I was in the kitchen all the time.
Well, Oh, I found a picture of me, and when I was cleaning out, I found a picture of me and Randy Travis.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I thought it was, but I mean, it was from the Sirius satellite radio.
Yeah, you had said that Tom T was there. He's
Yeah, Tom T. Hall.
he is
Um,
from 40 miles away from me.
really
Yep.
cool. There's probably a
Oh,
lot of folks don't even know who he is these days.
yep. Olive Hill, Kentucky.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
CCR is Canadian.
I think so.
That sounds right.
I think so.
Still trying to figure out the green screen stuff. Well, the green screen just allows you to have a lot clearer uh, background, I guess, or on yourself. If you'll notice right now, D, are you're not using the green screen, are you?
No, I'm using in StreamYard the background.
Yeah. You'll notice on D's, she kind of has at least it's mostly right up here on on her hair.
My hair.
Yeah, it kind of some of it kind of disappears, or you know when a green screen is active, it basically is just seeking out a particular color, and it can be blue, it can be green. They call it green screen just for because that's the common, I guess, the common way of doing it. Um, but the green screen is is let's see here. The green screen is just a way of referring to the process, and all that really does is makes it a crisper, clearer. Um, if I do that, you can do this, and you can still kind of see the definition on all of it. And so um, I don't know. Sleep with three dogs to keep warm. That's right. But I do have a green screen um, here at the house. Although I've been working on setting up just a studio or a backdrop, I guess, which is won't be using the green screen. Of course, that could be interesting. Probably the use of these different camera angles will work better with with that because I don't have to have them in a particular place, I guess. I don't have to worry about the green screen being back behind it. Of course, I'm also limited to that one thing. While he shoots 3D printing videos for his new channel, we're trying to figure it out. Well, come holler sometime, and we'll go over. We'll spend as far as I'm concerned, we spend a while on a live stream, looking at green screen and trying a few different things. Right now, I've got my green screen on, and if you look at that, you can literally, it eliminates part of the screen because it's, see how you still see my face right there? That's because this is green, and it's eliminating the color green. If I change the green screen to a different color, for example, let me go through and show you what happens if I change the filter. See, that's working on magenta. That's working on blue. It's eliminating any blue. I could do a custom. If I was to select a color, let's say I wanted to eliminate Wait a minute, that wasn't right. Screen color. Let's see. Well, let me go back and change it back to green. All it's really doing is eliminating that particular color
Yes.
from being used. Oh, it's an hour. All right. Shirley's supposed to be live, so we're gonna go over to Shirley's. I'm gonna end this live stream right now because, well, I guess it's in 5 minutes. But hey, I'd be glad to talk with you on the green screen. I know a little bit. Devil Dog probably knows more than I do. In fact, I'd be willing to bet he knows more than I do. He just does. That's all. And he pays a lot more attention to some of this stuff than I do. I just learn what I need to know to get,
That's me.
Once I've learned what I need, why go any further?
My brain can't store all the rest of it.
Well, the rest of it just seems a little superfluous. So
Is that a $5 word?
it is. Tell you what, let me look up the definition just to make sure I ain't misquoting it. I may not even be using it. I may not even be using it right. It's unnecessary, especially through being more than enough.
There you go.
That is what superfluous means. And it just sounds fancy to say superfluous. So, well, my family uses a lot of $5 words, so or it seems like it at times. So, I got to keep up, or just either keep up or get left by the wayside. So, anyhow, we are going to end it so that we can go through and go over to Shirley's. I am keeping a watch out to see if she's live. I hadn't seen it yet. As soon as I see it live, I will be. I guess I should go ahead and just kill it and look for it. All right. After all, maybe I don't want to, be the reason why they didn't go live. So, anyhow, we're going to end. Thank y'all for coming in. God bless y'all. I hope y'all have a good day. I don't know if I'm going to go live later. I know I got plans this evening. We're going to go out to eat with family. I got to figure that out. Tammy's got something she wants me to do anyhow, help her with. But y'all have
a great day.
You too, Dee. I hope you have a wonderful day, and everybody as well in the chat. And we go in 3, 2, 1.